Port Authority Board, Mr. Tsokolon Choncho, Acting Chief Executive of Transnet National Ports Authority, Mr. Moshe Mutlohi, Director of Damon Shipyards Cape Town, Mr. Fale Monzi, Chief Executive Officer of the Eastern Cape Development Corporation, Chairperson of the Maritime Business Chamber, Mr. Unati Sonti, valued customers, members of the media, Transnet colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, good morning to you all, and it is my pleasure to be your program director today as we witness this momentous occasion of the Port of East London two-tug christening and naming ceremony. A special mention to our virtual audience that are watching us on all our platforms. From Transnet National Ports Authority and the TNPA is honored to host you all today at the Port of East London S&T berth. But before we start our program, we know that as Transnet, we're an organization that is safety-centric and we take safety very seriously. So I'm going to call up on stage our SHE manager, Ms. Peli Wembutre, to socialize us on the safety protocols of this place that we are at today. Ms. Peli, over to you. We'll give her a round of applause as she comes forward.
Good morning, colleagues. Good morning, colleagues. My name is Peli Wembutre. I work here on this side of the tent. There is water, as you can see on the ground. There is a yellow line. We don't go beyond the yellow line. used when we came in. We also have the other entrance on that other side. When there is a need, we will use the walk as fast as you can, follow the instructions from our firefighters, and then you get to the assembly point. Our assembly point is outside the yard where the I just want to confirm that you are safe. Thank you.
So we do not have any planned evacuation. Thank you very much, Ms. Mbutre. So at this moment, I would like to call up on stage the TNPA board chairperson, Mr. Tsukolo Nchoncho, to officially welcome us to this much anticipated milestone event. And he will share with us also some opening remarks. Maybe we will feel even more welcome after the chairman welcomes us this morning. Thank you very much, Mr. Nchoncho. Thank you, sir.
Program Director, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's always a pleasure to be here. This is the second time I get to visit this particular port. I remember the first time I came here, the team took me around together with some board members. It was wonderful to familiarize ourselves with this very unique facility in the sense that it is very special, one of its kind, being located along the river mouth and so on and so on. So wonderful to be here again. Good morning. And if you could please allow me to say the Master of Ceremonies has already observed all the protocols, and thank you very much. And I acknowledge all the special guests and the dignitaries and everyone in this room. So I'm taking this moment, ladies and gentlemen, just to say very briefly, welcome to this port of East London. And I understand it is, and I don't know for what reason, commonly known as the home of legends. I'm sure somebody will explain that particular concept. Today, in a few minutes after we have heard all the remarks from various speakers, we will have the opportunity to witness the Ports Authority, with your blessing, naming and christening the two tugs. I think, if I saw correctly, they're already outside here. It is two of a fleet of 7 that are new and are being added to the equipment fleet of the National Ports Authority. And these two will specifically be dedicated, assigned to the port of East London. The chief harbor master, the captain, was just, and I think with your permission, Captain, if I can share this, that he tells me that it is actually the first set of new tugboats that are being purchased and assigned to this port in over 70 years of the existence of this port. So it is a very momentous occasion. Ladies and gentlemen, this equipment outside forms part of the Ports Authority's investment, which is in excess of R1 billion in enhancing the marine operations equipment of the TNPA generally. On the 5th of August last month, we hosted a similar event in Durban, where 5 tugboat port. So we all know that this particular renewal program is assisting the Ports Authority and Transnet in general, indeed, with renewing those items of the fleet whose lifespan has come to an end. The TNPA Fleet Renewal Program aims to resolve the shipping delays and service delivery challenges that we have experienced and have been largely reported over, especially in recent months. It is our promise, and it is indeed in this regard that the customer value proposition and the offering of the Transnet Group is being enhanced to the South African economy. So as part of this very same program, as I mentioned earlier on, there were those tugboats that were launched in Durban, but also two brand new launch boats as well as part of this investment, which have been commissioned in the port of Cape Town. So the delivery of this fleet underscores the TNPA's ongoing commitment to provide reliable marine craft at our South African ports, which enables us to effectively service the marine industry and respond to the global shipping demands. So the acquisition of these new tugboats here in this location today, ladies and gentlemen, is indeed a significant enhancement to the organization's port capabilities. So tugboats are very strange in a sense that they are often operating behind the scenes because they are not visible in the front end of port operations. But they are vital to the safety and the efficient movement of ships, vessels within the port system. They ensure that vessels, large and small, can dock and maneuver, come in and depart smoothly in all sorts of weather conditions. This addition to our fleet will not only improve the safety and efficiency of our port operations, but also increase the capacity of more vessel handling. But MECs who are in the room and the leadership of this country who's listening, really the question is, in a bigger picture in terms of economic development, what does this all mean? And I believe it comes down to the central theme that all of us are aspiring for, and that is enhancing the growth of the economy. So through these capabilities that have been enhanced here in the Port of East London, we are hoping that the economy, not only of the province, but of the nation, of the country in general, will be fueled. So one of the sectors that are critical, as we know, and are very central to the anchoring of the operations and the economy of this region is the automotive sector, which relies heavily, very, very, very heavily in terms of importation of their product or exporting vehicles out of this port and importing various components. So we are hoping that the acquisition of these equipment today will improve on greater reliability, the lowering of the costs, and the ability to compete more effectively. The same goes, I believe, for the agricultural sector, which means various products such as maize and livestock, grain industry can better be serviced in order to reach international markets. Ladies and gentlemen, this which we are witnessing today is about ensuring that the Eastern Cape is not just a participant in the economy of this country, but in the global economy, but also indeed a leader in its various sectors of primary competitive advantage. So just like our teams, our people, these tugboats indeed represent the very, very, very lifeline of our business as the Ports Authority in particular and Transnet in general. We are hoping that ongoing collaboration with our key stakeholders will continue as we are talking about here today are indeed executed with agility. It is a significant milestone for the National Ports Authority, and so it is for the industry and our valued customers. And we thank everyone who has participated and contributed to the realization of this outcome. Thank you very much for celebrating with us today. So, ladies and gentlemen, with these few words, I would like to welcome you all. Thank you very much for making the time to participate in this ceremony. Let us please celebrate and indeed set ourselves up for the work. That is a lot of work that is to be done in the months and years ahead in building our economy as a province and as a nation. Thank you so very much.
Thank you very much, Chairperson. That was a very warm welcome. Thank you very much again, Mr. Chacha. As we proceed with today's program, I now invite the Damen Shipyards Cape Town Director, Ms. Sefale Monse, to take us through the technical scope and capabilities of these tugboats. The stage is all yours, Ms. Monse. Thank you.
Thank you, Program Director, and good morning, esteemed guests. Our Program Director has already recognized all of the honorable guests here, so I'd like to associate myself with that and say, good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sefale Monse, and I'm a director at Damen Shipyards Cape Town. Often when we go, we assume that, okay, I've given the company name, you know what we do, but I realized that I should also introduce Damen Shipyards Cape Town, where here in South Africa, we build and give operations support in the same way that the Damen Group does worldwide, where we take vessels from cradle to cradle, such as these ASD tugs that we are delivering or christening today. It is an honor to represent Damen Shipyards Cape Town today for christening these two recently acquired tugboats for the Port of East London. This occasion marks another milestone in our successful partnership with TNPA to be part of this Marine Fleet Renewal Program that the chairperson has spoken about. The successful delivery of these tugs is testament to our commitment to partnering to advance the maritime industry and South Africa. So we celebrate today. These tugs boast a 60-ton bollard pull. As was said, the Chief Harbour Master indicated that the last vessels acquired here were quite a few years ago. And we understand that the previous maximum bollard pull was between 30 and 40 tons. So this also represents a significant improvement and a significant modernization. They're equipped with, and I have to say this correctly, azimuth thrusters, hence the ASD. And these thrusters offer exceptional maneuverability. These tugs can almost spin on a 5-cent coin, if one can borrow a term that people use in the vehicle industry when, they're having fun with their cars. So this robustness and agility enables them to handle much bigger vessels because of the bollard pull, but also to maneuver much more effectively and safely, ensuring that operations are very safe and are very efficient. These platforms come fitted standard with the Damen award-winning centralized Internet of Things platform known as Triton. This platform contains and analyzes the data as the platform is operated to provide crew and fleet managers with regular updates on the overall asset health, to provide them with information to optimize operations, because even as tugs operate, they have to be efficient. The bottom line is key. There is the capability to use the same stats and benchmark against over the 150 vessels around the globe that are operating on the same platform, not just Damen Design and others, so that TNPA can benchmark how it operates its own efficiency and can improve its own operations by this Triton system. This data-driven insights also allows for timely information on ship operations, which can lead to substantial cost savings. So the core of Triton is remote monitoring, reporting, and remote access to critical systems in any case. Our team in Cape Town and across the country also offer operational support to ensure the sustainability so that these vessels can serve you for decades further with minimal downtime and maximum operational time. We are also delivering a simulator to train the operators and to support operation optimization so that these vessels can really perform at their best and those who operate them can understand the intricacies of how they work. So we are thankful today as we celebrate this opportunity to deliver, and we look forward to continuing the collaboration to ensure reliable and safe port operations to support our country and the economy. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Monsi. Now we know more about these tugs that we have here at the Port of East London. But before we release you, I'm sure you're like, why did you stop me? But before we release you, I would like to invite on stage the TNPA Acting Chief Executive, Mr. Moshe Motlohi, the Transnet Group Chief Procurement Officer, Mr. Vuletsani Nemukula, and Mark Grootboom from, I said Damon, it's Damen, from Damen Shipyards to join you for an official signing of the certificate and delivery. Thank you. Okay. Okay. The signing is now complete, so they're going to hand over the model. So this is the model of the tags that we are receiving today. Beautiful, ain't it? After 17 years without a brand new tag, the Riverport finally gets two dedicated to them. It's something worth smiling about. And smile. Thank you very much. I think that deserves a round of applause. Thank you, sir. So, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. May I now request the Transnet board chairperson, Mr. Sango, to join me on stage. So all we want to hear about now is the strategic significance of this tag acquisition. What does it mean for economic growth in the Eastern Cape? And how is this related to the Transnet recovery plan? Mr. Sango, over to you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Program Director. Let me acknowledge all the guests here present and dare say, all protocol observed. It's indeed a great pleasure to stand before you today as we celebrate a significant milestone for the Port of East London and indeed for the entire Eastern Cape. The Eastern Cape is a province rich in potential, from our expansive coastlines to our fertile lands, which are blessed with natural resources. You just have to forgive me. I need some bit of water. The Eastern Cape is a province rich in potential. From our expansive coastline to our fertile lands, we are blessed with natural resources that can drive significant economic development, but potential alone is not enough. It must be harnessed, nurtured, and directed towards sustainable growth. This is where Transnet steps in. By providing essential transportation infrastructure, we play a crucial role in harnessing this province's industrial development and economic growth. The acquisition of the new state-of-the-art tugboats is not just an investment in our ports. It is an investment in the future of this beautiful province and a testament to Transnet's unwavering commitment to supporting and driving economic growth in this region. As many of you are aware, Transnet is currently executing a number of actionable steps to halt the decline in operational and financial performance through the Transnet Recovery Plan, which we launched in October of 2023. The recovery plan directs us to prioritize revitalizing of our aging marine assets in order to improve operational efficiency and serve our customers better. Investing in port infrastructure to drive efficiency and reliability is a catalyst for improving economic competitiveness. Ports are the lifeblood of trade, the gateways through which goods flow in and out of our economy. With that said, Port of East London, South Africa's only river port, plays a pivotal role in our nation's logistics network. It is a crucial link between our local industries and global markets, particularly for sectors like the automotive, manufacturing, and agriculture, which are the backbone of the Eastern Cape's economy. In line with the recovery plan, TNPA has prioritized interventions with the most significant impact on port efficiency. Our recovery plan seeks to improve the availability and reliability of critical equipment, as well as enhance the quality of assets in our Transnet operations. And this investment is a proof point. This investment must be seen in the context of the constraints that exist with respect to the current quality and availability of moving assets, such as port and marine equipment, as well as the fixed infrastructure assets. The fruits of the acquisition of these additional drafts should be an enabler for strategic projects that TNPA is executing in the Port of East London. Such strategic projects include the acquisition of 2 portal jib cranes for the Port of East London ship repair facility, which will realize increased dry dock capacity and improved efficiency, ultimately deriving increased port volume throughput. The delivery of the jib cranes is expected in this current financial year. Also included in the bouquet of port strategic projects is the strengthening and deepening of the NBEF, which is currently in progress. Once completed, TNPA will be able to dock 2 200-meter vessels at the port's car terminal, attracting more volumes and revenue, as well as new automotive players. With the projected increase in capacity and volume, the 2 new tugboats will be instrumental in ensuring seamless shipping operation in response to the anticipated demand. I must commend TNPA for its agility in acquiring these tugboats. We are under the spotlight to demonstrate progress on the recovery plan. And I'm happy that the focus today is how we are enabling ports to grow and be efficient through the availability of critical equipment. It is for this reason that TNPA is accelerating its investment in operational infrastructure and is capacitating the port system to deliver on its core mandate of servicing customers efficiently. This injection of 7 tugboats at the ports of Durban and East London makes me confident that we will rise above the past year's operational challenges and enhance the competitiveness of our ports. As the Transnet Board of Directors, we recognize the urgency to address the numerous constraints on Transnet's operational performance with the primary objective of stabilizing and improving volumes. Since the implementation of the recovery plan in October of 2023, we've been taking stock of all of the actions we committed to tackling the recovery plan objectives, and I'm pleased to say we are well en route to recovery and reform. We are executing our plans to enhance operational and financial performance for long-term sustainable growth. As we continue to pursue the objectives of the recovery plan, we continue to say our employees are our biggest and most valuable asset to date, and therefore none of the progress shall be realized without us pulling together as partners. We are particularly grateful for the collaboration and cooperation among the key stakeholders and our valued customers. We further extend much gratitude to the National Logistics Crisis Committee, the NLCC structure, for its continued support as we pursue focused recovery objectives to improve performance and sustainability across the organization. We are not out of the woods yet, but we are becoming increasingly optimistic about the future. We believe, particularly in light of the overall state of the South African and global economies, that the progress we have made is evidence of the work that is put into executing our plans. I like it when the operating divisions respond to these challenges. So I pose another one to the teams in this port to continue to move those volumes and improve our operational efficiencies. I have no doubt that you will take up the challenge and make our ports world-class through operational excellence. I plead with all stakeholders to join us in being invested in the future of this province and the broader South African economy. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chairman. Ladies and gentlemen, our leadership at Transnet is indeed remarkable, of a remarkable caliber. We now appreciate the national importance of this project, and thank you, Mr. Sangu, for painting this picture for all of us. So to the team here at the Riverport, a challenge has been posed to us. So let us make sure that we step up to the game and make sure that indeed we contribute to this recovery and make our port better than it is right now. So ladies and gentlemen, we are honored with the presence and the support of our local and provincial government executive leadership today. It is my absolute privilege to now welcome the acting Premier of the Eastern Cape, Honorable Mlungisi Mvoko, to deliver his address. Can we all rise and give him a Riverport welcome? Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Program Director. Greetings to you and greetings to the Transnet Board Chair, Mr. Sangu, and the TNPA Board Chair, Mr. Nchocho. Greetings to the Executive Mayor of the Buffalo City Metro, Princess Faku. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It's indeed an honor and privilege to be part of today's proceedings on behalf of the provincial government. As was communicated, unfortunately, the Premier is out of the country and might be arriving today. And the implications of that is that my tender of being acting Premier ends today. We're here to join TNPA and witness the naming and the christening of the two tugboats that have been allocated to the Port of East London by Transnet National Ports Authority. Program Director, over and above that, we are here to celebrate that acquisition of the two tugboats as part of enhancing the operations at the Port of East London. We're having a discussion with the two chairpersons as I'm sitting there. Firstly, on the 70 years of the acquisition, in fact, of getting these boats here. But also I was reminding them that for 50 years, there hasn't been any development in this port. So they were looking at the second milestone, which would be the developments to be done at the port. Today's milestone aligns with our strategic view that our ports are the biggest instruments for attracting investors in the province. For us, this falls within a package of investment by Transnet to build capacity in the Port of East London. Already we witnessed the shipping of manganese as part of economic activities that are taking place here in the province and particularly in this port. We are therefore pleased that with TNPA's investment in boosting tugboat availability and shipping efficiencies in the Port of East London, our customers in this port are set to benefit from the improved capacity in the new tugboats when compared to the existing maritime crafts that have reached their lifespan. We believe that this will have a positive impact on the container vessel turnaround time and ultimately increase efficiencies and productivity at the port. It is these efficiencies that we will leverage on as a province to increase our economic activities in areas of the automotive sector and agriculture. And those two are the main economic drivers in the Eastern Cape. I'm certain that Mercedes-Benz South Africa, which is located adjacent to this port, is excited about these developments as these services will benefit them the most. We have on numerous occasions engaged TNPA on the deepening and the widening of the port. We're doing this to ensure that the port is competitive and will help us in our efforts to attract investors to the province. Of course, at the back of those engagements was Mercedes-Benz South Africa. We're trying very hard to lure as much as investors to the province as we can. It's the only way we can deal with the high rate of unemployment. We have two SEZs in the province, Kucha and the East London IDZ. And the two SEZs are highly regarded in the country for their performance. We are now busy establishing the third SEZ in Tata to be called the Wild Coast SEZ, whose focus will be agriculture and agro processing. So the improvement in capacity to this port talks to that initiatives. The acquisition of this fit-for-purpose fleet will also increase your competitiveness in the market. The Premier, whenever he goes around, he would invite cargo owners to consider the Port of East London on doing business. So we are told that over the years, TNPA has been battling to provide efficient service to its customers, and this led in some of the cargo owners preferring to export from other ports. Now, with this latest acquisition, the Port of East London now stands equal chance with other ports, for exports. Currently, the Premier is in China, and as part of his visit is to try and lure as much investors as we can into the province, particularly in the port. In the Buffalo City metropolitan municipality. Because the province has for a long time been dependent on the automotive sector. It is not very easy we're looking at how we could diversify as a province, moving away from the automotive sector. Given also the introduction of the new energy vehicles, all our car manufacturers in the country still manufacture the internal combustion engine cars. And the white paper on the new energy vehicles has just been approved. So it's going to take some time for the country to move into the era of the new energy vehicles. So it's important that we diversify. Program Director, let me once again congratulate the Port of East London on this latest milestone. I wish also to convey a message of gratitude to TNPA leadership for this latest investment at our ports. We have all the confidence in the leadership of Transnet that they will continue to support our economic development initiative as a key player in the wider scheme of things. May the naming and christening a tradition that will be performed here today bring luck not only to the activities in the maritime space, but also in our efforts to bringing investment in the province to create jobs and grow the economy. of the province. Thank you very much, Program Director.
Thank you so much, Acting Premier. You know, with everything that has been said today, from the board chairperson of the TNPA to the Transnet board chairperson and to now the acting premier, we see how our goals and our strategy is so connected. So we received the challenge now to make sure that we meet whatever we had promised in the recovery plan and turn around our business. Now, as the Port of East London, there's another challenge at hand. While the Premier is in China, getting business together to grow and diversify here in Eastern Cape, particularly in the Buffalo City municipality, we need to make sure also that we up our game in order to be able to run this new challenge that we have been given in the province. Thank you very much for that, sir. So I hope I still have your attention, because we are about to go to the heart of today's program. Trust me, you do not want to miss a second of what we're about to do. But let me just test the room so far. I know that we said it's been years since we have acquired a tag here at the port, but how many of us have been at a christening before? Well, the chairpersons are not allowed to answer this one. So I'm guessing out of the entire room, it is only 2 of our honorable members that have actually been to a tag christening event. But right now, all of us are going to add that, to our events of life, because we are going to witness that now. So I'd like to call up on stage now the Executive Manager of Corporate Affairs here at the Transnet National Ports Authority, Ms. Ayanda Manchongo, to officiate this part of the program. And I hope you're ready, because it is so beautiful.
Time for the movie.
Thank you, Program Director. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. As mentioned by Tsulu, our beautiful Program Director today, we have now arrived at the most exciting part of the program, which is the naming and the christening of our 2 tugboats. It is marine tradition to host a tug naming and christening ceremony following marine craft acquisition, where a lady sponsor will officially name and bless the vessel. And in our case today, we have 2 tugboats that we are christening and naming. And for that reason, we have 2 lady sponsors. Christening ceremonies are an old age maritime tradition that are believed to bring good luck to the vessel and those who sail on her. In keeping with this maritime tradition, we will shortly proceed to where the tugs are berthed alongside, just behind the marquee, behind the main stage. All our invited guests are welcome to join us to witness this part of the program. The lady sponsors have a responsibility to fulfill today. No pressure. They will reveal the name of the 2 tugs. The names of the 2 tugs have been suggested by our TNPA employees. We ran a competition internally. We invited all the TNPA colleagues to suggest names that reflective of the diverse nature of our organization. And we received a good response on that. So the 2 names will be revealed. The lady sponsors will also bless or bestow a blessing through a brief prayer that they will recite. They will also christen the tug through the smashing of a champagne bottle against the hull of the vessel. We have ensured that, as much as this is an exciting process of the christening, we have ensured that all safety protocols and measures are in place. So once done with the last tug, we will invite a few guests on board the vessel. Well, that was our original plan until we learned that we have a low tide today. So we will try, when we get outside, if it is safe for us to board the vessel, we will do so. But the last time we checked, the tide was low and it might pose a challenge. However, if it is safe for us to board the vessel, we'll invite the following dignitaries to join us on board the vessel. The two lady sponsors, the Honorable Acting Premier, the Executive Mayor, the chairpersons of Transnet and TNPA boards, and the acting chief executive and the director of Diamond Shipyards, Cape Town. We have also made provision for all our guests who will be invited to join us outside alongside to witness this ceremony. And once done, the older tugs will welcome our new babies with a tug dance and spraying, signifying this celebratory occasion. It will be after this occasion that we will all be invited to return to the marquee to conclude our formalities. I now invite our two lady sponsors to join my colleagues and I next to the stage to proceed to the tags alongside, accompanied by all our dignitaries and invited guests. Our lady sponsors are, for the first tag, well, we refer to her as tag number 6, and I'm referring to the tag as her deliberately, but that's part of the maritime tradition. Our chief harbor master will educate us on that. So for tag number 6, we refer to it as tag number 6 because recalling that in the last month, in the month of August, we named and christened 5 tags at the Port of Durban, which form part of this acquisition. So the lady sponsor for tag number 6, which is Beth, or who is Beth on the far end of the quay, is the Transnet board member, Ms. Boitumelo Sidubane. And tag number 7, it's TNPA board member, Ms. Valda Hosman. So ladies and gentlemen, it's also my duty to also remind you of the safety protocols that were communicated earlier by my colleague. We are going out to the quayside. Please, can we avoid crossing over the yellow line? And in so doing, we will avoid having or to dampen the mood by having a safety incident after this occasion. Thank you so much. We are all welcome to go alongside for the christening ceremony.
You want a mic on? There's a mic here, the mic there. One. However, Thank you. Let's go. This nigga. So how's she gonna stand? Oh come on, really? You can't stand in the water, fam.
I think she's gonna break.
But she needs to look at us. It's kind of difficult to get there. At least I can't swim. Somebody's gonna pay. But then they're standing this way. Yeah, I know. Now she's standing on this side, fam.
The hardest part, the one where the corner is the part that's protruding. Can you just point up with your
It's worrying.
Yeah. So you're aiming and you hold it like this, and you try and smash it. But you're gonna start with the rhythm of the prayer. Remember, after revealing the name, you move away.
Pray for Kanya. Oh, wow. Looks amazing. Okay, I named this vessel Kanya. Let us pray.
You want the order? It's on. He's switching off there. Sorry. There was no end.
Yellow line, bro. You don't want to go to the water.
I'll try my best with the yellow line, but I gotta get this. Where is she? I'm gonna tell her wrong, unfortunately, because she's gonna look this way. Come on. Sorry. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. In love with you, sir.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Vessel Lindsay. Let us pray. May she and all who sail on her be blessed with fair wind, safe seas, and good fortune. May she always find her way back home, and may her journey be filled with hope, courage, and camaraderie. Amen.
That's you now, bro. That was close. Man, sorry. I was very close to the light, though. Ay ko yin gelam na zaka ngo ban bone engla mamma ngayo hey hey to respect ka saban to ho to suta no papa suta
Oh, when we contracted
so then
oh, singakwazi uku-translate.
no I'm like trying to get the thing everybody's blocking bank law I'm like the reporter come report the cover I think then man tell them about sugar because that would have been nice, bro. If they just move the foot back so everybody can get a shot. My son, our faith is on. Inan does as much as possible because we need this ribbon cutting.
Ribbon cutting. Guys, please be careful. Photo later, yes. Okay. Mayor, just 1 second. All right.
The dance over there. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Are we able to get on board? Yeah, we can.
introduce yourself. We're going to come back.
This is the excitement.
We'll come back for
My name is Lita Mao. I'm the Marine Technical Manager. I'm also the Chief Engineer in charge of the camp.
Oh, okay.
After you, ladies.
From down in, then I'll come out and comment.
Okay.
Yes.
Good.
Just allow me 1 second. I'll come from Cap Harbor.
Let's do the picture so long.
Okay.
Picture? Yes, please. Okay, we ready for your
I know. I must walk around, my guy, unfortunately.
And the station bell.
Okay, Emmanuel, I'm gonna push you for a picture, right? Tell me what you can do, right? Tell me what you can do. I want to get, right? Okay, too crowded. All right. Can I please have the ladies sponsors in front?
Yes.
Have one on either side. Come again. Okay, Ms. Coslet, on the other side of the screen.
Yeah.
Now we need
Are we back on? Are we back on? Yeah, I'm also. No, I didn't switch it off this time because I knew it was on there. Thank you.
So I was online. My voice was.
Your voice was. Right, ladies and gentlemen, if we can make our way back into the Maquis so we can conclude the orders of the day. Thank you. Thank you very much. If you can join us all back in the Maquis. Ladies and gentlemen, if we can swiftly make our way back into the Maquis so we can finish the program of the day. Thank you very much. I know that some of our honorable guests have flights to catch, so we want to make sure that the program finishes on time. Thank you so much. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. How exciting was that? You know, there was a time I was standing next to this gentleman. I don't know if I can see him now. When they smashed the first bottle, he's like, "Hi, and then someone tried to say to him, "No, that's how it's done. That's how it's done. Hi, And I think in Durban there was a guy who's like, "Iwaini." But that is how it is done, and I think that is what makes the event so special. So I'm glad you enjoyed that. And I'm sure it's going to go through your history books as one of the most beautiful moments that you witnessed in a port, right? I think it deserves a round of applause. Right. Thank you. At this point, I think we're coming to the tail end of our program. And I think, it was so beautiful as well when we saw, I hope I pronounce it right, but umthwalo ume, right? Umthwalo ume. Mtwalome. Apparently, it's a bird, right? At first, I wanted to translate it to my language, and I thought it's morwalo uemi, as in work is somewhere there. But I was told that it is actually a name of a bird. So Mtwalome was welcoming Lentwe and Kanya outside, spraying with the crew on board, and it was such a beautiful thing to witness. So now we know that Kanya and Lentwe is going to join this amazing team in in making sure that we support the recovery plan and make sure that the economic growth of the Eastern Cape is in right hands. So at this point, I would like to call and invite on stage our acting chief executive here at the Transnet National Ports Authority, Mr. Musha Mutlohe, to come and do a handover and deliver some closing remarks. Over to you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Tsulu. Protocols observed, Honorable Premier, the two chairs and the mayor, and everyone in the room. Mine really is to do the last bit of this activity. Just riding on what Tsulu was saying, I think we all have enjoyed what we've seen here. Just to add a little bit on the saying, wow, the bottle, what a waste. So that was the message. Hopefully the fish is gonna get a little bit tipsy from those. Yeah, it is truly amazing to see the maritime tradition. And this does not happen every day, but it's stuff that we've seen here. As Transnet, we value our employees because we know we might acquire all these assets. But what is unique is our people. We will succeed or fail through our people. But as TNPA, we value them because they're the backbone of our company and operations. Then we gave them an opportunity to participate even in naming the tags themselves. And naming is important so that we don't call them number one, number two. They have to be given a person's or whatever name that has been given. Over time, it has been rivers, birds, and few prominent personalities. But this time around, we said to employees, run a competition, also reflect the diversity of our nation. I don't know what's going on here. I told you that wine idea was not good. Okay. Well, for these two tags in the port of East London, we had many people putting in their names. Fortunately, we had one person winning. This is how strong he felt about participating. He submitted names, and both names won. Please join me in congratulating one of our employees, Mutsamai Muhwaladi, as he joined us to the stage. As I am going to make him rich, can I invite the two lady sponsors to join us? The price for the naming of the tag was 10,000 Rand per person. You know, with the notorious issue of the protection fee. Okay. This is the gentleman that gave a meaning let there be light. So much. Congratulations. Thank you. I will also ask the lady sponsors to remain on the stage so that they don't go under there. You may take your riches and Mutamai, what is 30% of that? Now, mine is easy is to give prizes. They've done stunning work. We have seen stuff before where the bottle will refuse to break. But with the two lady sponsors, they were just spot on. So I want also to reward them as part of this marine tradition, where I will give them the corks from what they've just put into the ocean. Let me hand over this to you. Now, we know what Khanya means, right? It's light. The second one is Linzwi, again meaning the voice. Now East London has been given the voice to assist in luring those other businesses into the sport. So that's what we have. And we know our employees are going to enjoy that. Under the leadership of the harbor master, you know, at the ports from time to time, we know ships have got sails, but importantly, there's wind. Captain Likala and Vule, you have been the sail and the wind behind this initiative. I want to acknowledge you, gentlemen. If you may rise for people to see you. We pushed them hard, saying we wanted these crafts, and they put together multidisciplinary team to get these ones delivered. Thank you very much, our Chief Harbor Master and our Group Chief Procurement Officer. We are looking forward to celebrating many of these activities. We had the voice from the province, and the chair began giving a hint that besides the tax, there's so many other activities that are happening here. I was whispering to him that we are going to have a project called this Kukukas, right? Because a hen lays one egg and the whole village will know. For us, we are not going to wait for a dozen eggs before we can start making the noise. Every project we have to communicate to inspire confidence. The investors have to hear these messages. Today, we have achieved significant milestones and we have celebrated the acquisitions of these tugs. And they are part of the 7 tugs fleet that we have ordered, 5 being in the port of Durban. This milestone signifies, whatever English, okay. Signifies, right? Thank you very much. Yeah, it's the wine thing again. Not only, yeah. Yeah, look, it does not only point to a point that this sport is getting the tax, but we want to continue chasing excellence so that those who depend on this sport can benefit, and it can be easy for the Premier and the executive committee of the province to go and attract those investors. The technology that we have seen when we on board the TAC, as explained by Ms. Sifada Munze, that is gonna put us at the cutting edge. We're not going to get reports, but somebody sitting elsewhere will be able to get feedback that something is not going right here. Predictive maintenance, and we can be on top of how we do things. Our employees will listen to one colleague who was on board the TAC, the excitement he was showing. around what they can do with the tags. It was amazing. And for us, it reassures us that a correct decision has been made. And if users of the craft feel the way they do, we can only be happy. In a port like East London, where space is an issue, we had that it spins on a 5 cent, what did you say? A 5 cent coin or something. Please don't give ideas to our guys to start having donuts in the port, because safety-wise, we might be challenged. But for the Port of East London, we embrace that capability because it means that we can do more with less. These additions are not only replacing the older vessels, but are bringing about new technology, greater power, and improved handling capabilities that will signify our ability to be the leaders in this space. These tags represent the leap forward into us being there with the best in the world. We are now poised to offer superior service, improve the port turnaround times, reinforce our reputation as the leading port in the region. Our investment in our maritime crafts reflect our understanding of the vital role that marine operation plays in the economic growth and development of the country. As we have been doing this, we have changed from seeing ship being the only unit of measure. If we've got one ship, we think we're okay. We have looked at the economic impact of that ship. How many other businesses are dependent on that ship? That is why we're acquiring this equipment, because we want to have a broader understanding of what is at stake. So that change in how we view ships is gonna bring much more needed energy in terms of servicing customers. We intend on really reducing the waiting times. We want our customers to be our raving fans. This will make the Port of East London an attractive destination. You might think it is small, but if you're looking that on the east of East London is Devon, you've got PE and Cape Town and Ngqura ports. East London becomes that much needed valve. If stuff does not go well on those major ports, East London comes in to assist us. We have noted acting premier, the aspirations around Umtata SEZ, and we feel then we are even more energized to say East London being the closest spot to Umtata, to what extent is this going to service that SEZ? We are going to work with you using the platform that has been created, the MOUs between us and the province, and the port manager here, and the teams are going to be staying close to that project so that we can know when at the delivery intervals and to what extent we support them. I want to extend my gratitude to everyone who has played part in this milestone. Project team, again, Datilkan, you have done well. Your hard work and dedication has made this possible. Your expertise in understanding what kind of crafts we require in each port has shown in this. And I just want to say again, reliable. A special thanks and acknowledgement goes to our service provider, Damen Shipyard Cape Town. I was hoping it's going to be Shipyard East London, but for your technical proficiency and innovative responding to our needs and your commitment, you know, the simulators are going to go a long way in reducing the lead time from producing the operators of these crafts. When people need to upskill, we are going to use those simulators. Thank you very much. As an international shipyard group and your extensive industry knowledge, we want to say thank you for partnering with us. And we're looking forward to get the best from the crafts. I'm confident that this fleet injection, as TNPA, we've been yearning for this for more than 70 years, more than 50 years. Today is the day we are taking the challenge. Thank you very much.
My chief executive, my acting chief executive, you have taken away conscientiously and brought how did you say it? I'm gonna roll the tape again. But thank you. Sorry, my leader. Sorry, my leader. He says career limiting. But thank you so much for everything that you have done here and giving away the prize. The gentleman next to me, you know, I listen when I'm standing next to people. When Mutsamai came on stage, he's like, he does not have to withdraw from the two-pot system. And I thought of a meme where someone had pots and said, I'm going there. Nobody can stop me. So I hope, Mutsamai, you'll keep the money in the pot and you'll see it in the next financial year. But ladies and gentlemen, as you have heard from our speakers today, this significant milestone will assist us in greatly improving our operational and shipping efficiencies. Our newly added marine craft will improve our capacity and enable us to deliver a key TNPA value, which is service excellence. We are slowly getting to where we're supposed to be as we want to see ourselves as a world-class port. And I believe that this acquisition takes us right there. So this session has served its purpose, and I do look forward to seeing you through other engagements. Thank you to the media. Thank you to everybody else who is here, our dignitaries, our colleagues that are here, the harbor master, our port managers, and everybody else that I had mentioned in the beginning. Thank you for your time. We know that your time is very valuable, and it's quite busy schedules this time of the year as we are reaching half point of the financial year. So we will now be coordinating media interviews and photo opportunities with the delegated spokespersons. The corporate affairs team will help us in coordinating this. But we did not just call you to the river port just to sit and witness that only, but we are going to feed you as well. So you are welcome to join us for a buffet that has been prepared for you there at the back. From myself, the captain, if I can be the captain today, Chief, right? Can I be the captain? From myself, the captain, thank you very much. For the opportunity and for listening to me here today and allowing me to drive you to this part of the program. Thank you very much.